Going to place the hands above the head, and if it feels tight, as suggested, you can use 2 cushions, and you're just going to hang out there. What this does is open up the ribs. It opens up all the serratus muscles and the muscles all around the ribs, the back of the ribs, the front of the ribs, the muscles that are internal to the ribs and external. And you get a lovely opening in the shoulders. So it opens up all these ribs, particularly in the sides and the back. You get all the trapezius muscles to open, so you get a gentle, lovely release and stretch in the upper body. And so you can hang out there for a few minutes or a minute, whatever feels comfortable. If it starts to feel tight, always just maybe breathe into the tightness. If it goes over the threshold of tightness and intensity into pain, always release out of the movement. And then we're going to float the shoulders and the arms up towards the sky. I'm going to rotate the arms, small fingers initiating movement, so you get those 2 bones, the ulna and the radius, the 2 bones in the forearm to start releasing and turning. And that movement, hopefully you'll feel that corkscrewing right down into the shoulder blades. So you're getting the shoulder blades to move and getting the shoulder joint to move and all the joints in the wrist and the hands to open. So there's movement, there's this lovely spiral movement through the arms. Then you're going to give yourself a hug. Just notice which arm is on top. So I've got the right arm on top. Your fingers you're going to use to walk around to the shoulder blades. And remember that the shoulder blades are gliding, sliding bones. Take a deep breath into the body, really thinking of opening up the whole of the torso. So there's that multi-dimensional breathing. The breathing's coming into right into the back of those muscles, right in the base of the spine. They're coming right into the sides of the torso, right into the lower ribs, all the muscles that envelop the ribs. So you can feel that full expansion in the torso. And be careful that the shoulders aren't going too close up towards the ears. So when you're breathing, that's not good. That's not going to cause your shoulders to come up towards the ears. We want the shoulders opening and releasing. Then I'm going to release the arms back and open them back out. We're going to release and rotate them again. So the hands are perpendicular, they're not going forwards or back, rotating them. And this time my left arm is going to go on top, breathing into the shoulders, breathing into the chest, breathing into the heart center. So you're feeling a full expansion in the torso. You're feeling that your torso is expanding. You're creating space within the joints, space for all those organs to move. Creating length and release in the body. And you want to feel your toes and your feet making contact. So if they start slipping away, just gently reposition them so you can feel the weights dropping evenly into the feet. Your knees are floating up towards the sky, and your pelvis, your tailbone is releasing and lengthening. Again, breathing into the heart center, breathing into the side of the ribs, the back of the ribs, so that multi-dimensional breath is fueling the body, is energizing the body. It's creating space, and it's bringing that healing oxygen into the body. So we're training the breath to become more far-reaching. And the breathing has a huge influence on your nervous system. The immune system. It also calms the breath. It calms the mind. So the breath calms the mind, and when the mind is calm, it allows the breath to function more rhythmically. Then we're going to float the arms back up. And then we're just going to think of dropping the arms. So we're influencing the neuromuscular system, so the mind is speaking to the muscles, asking the muscles to just gently let go. So we're coming into neutral and natural. Then we're going to hug the knees. Draw the knees in towards the chest. There shouldn't be much change in the upper body, so your neck muscles shouldn't be tightening. Then you can just do some gentle circular motions, movements with the knees, so it's like a small massage in the lower back. You're releasing some of the compression and tension that builds up in the lower back. You're elongating and aligning the spine, bringing your body back into balance. And you may want to do some just bigger circles with the knees. You're tuning into your body. And the breath is a gateway into the body, feeling and sensing and building your proprioception, so you can feel and sense your entire body in the space and the place you're in. So you can have a sense of the space above you, the room you're in, the ground beneath you, the space beside you. So you're cultivating, you're building that muscle of awareness, that thinking, intelligent body. And then the knees, and then we're going to place the feet back down, and you're going to just gently tilt the pelvis up so you can feel each segment of the spine rolling up all the way up, and you may want to take the blocks away so you get a little bit more leverage. So the support underneath the head, you're taking that away, rolling up through the spine, and this will help to undo the curves in the back. Normally we get a little bit compressed in the upper back, the lower back. So this is reversing those curves, and then you're just going to roll back down. You can feel segment by segment. So you're really in touch with the body. The mind isn't wandering off. You're tuning in. You can feel and sense the body. It's very calming for the nervous system. And just do another one. So you're just peeling off right from the tailbone. You can feel the tailbone, the sacrum, the pelvis rolling up all the way through. You're thinking of opening across the collarbones, really working way up into the upper thoracic spine, almost all the way through the neck and the head. The head's a continuation of the spine and rolling back down. And then we're going to do the spinal spiral twist, so the knees are going to just gently roll to the left as my head just gently turns to the right, and then I suggest you bring the blocks back underneath the head, and you can place the left hand on the right knee to get a little bit, so if you want a little bit more leverage, that's what happens. The arms are like levers, so arms are going out to a 90-degree angle, head supported. So it's a very natural spiral twist. Spine loves these spiral movements. Again, utilizing the breath to breathe into the body, to breathe into any tight muscles, and that breath will assist the spinal turn, so you'll get more of a spiralic, a spiral movement in the spine. Breathing deeply in through your nose, down through the throat, making sure the neck's not tight, so that breath can just, the airstream, the breath can just flow along the spine, awaken the spine, awaken those sleepy type muscles in the back, those ones that come right into the lower back, the erector spinae muscles, the quadratus lumborum, those muscles deep in the lower back. So that's where we want the breath to come. It's like the breath is becoming far-reaching. We're retraining the breath. So then whatever we do, the breath can sustain and support the activities we're doing. That breath will bring lots of fuel and oxygen to the body, so we move more smoothly. So we can feel that we're gliding along. Then we're just going to reverse that. So the knees just gently fall to the right. Head just gently roll to the left. I can put the right hand on the left knee to get a little bit more leverage. And again, if it feels tight, you can just ease off the knees. And if you feel you want a little bit more torque and a little bit more twist, you can just bring the knees up towards the chest. And again, you'll just help. You can place the hand on the knee. So it's my right hand on the left knee. And you may even want to do that twice. You can always rock back over to the other side and just, but go really easily, and as you're moving, you're always breathing. Then when you finish, you can just roll over to the side, roll onto the side, and you can come up onto all fours, so it's like a tabletop. The heels of the hands are directly under the shoulders, knees are directly under the hips, and the hands are in line with the knees. And the head isn't dropping down, it's not pulling back, so you've got that neutral spine. Then we can just roll into the hips. So it's like a dance and a rhythmic rotation into the hip bones, into the tailbone, which releases any compression off the spine. And maybe you'd like to just gently release down into child pose. If that's a bit difficult on the ankles and the knees, then you can come back up. Again, breathing into the lower back. And as you come up, you can come straight up, and then you can find your balance, and you can brush one foot forward if it be the right foot or the left foot. Then you're going to brush the other foot forward and come up. So you can add that. What I suggest you do is add that to your constructive rest. It's a really gentle, restorative, healing exercise, and you're using the elements of the ground, the gravity, your breath, and your conscious intention, your conscious awareness. So I hope that's been useful, and thanks for watching.